This mineral is known as actinolite. This is an allemandine garnet. This is amethyst, also known as purple quartz. This is called apatite. It has absolutely nothing to do with being hungry. Kind of squared off. This is known as azurite. Notice the deep blue color. Over time, this blue will tend to fade because of exposure to air and light. But it has been used as a pigment. This is barite. This is called beryl. Another more or less colorless mineral. Now this is bornite. This has an interesting shape. This is called calcite. Has kind of a yellowish, milky color. This is called chrysocolla. Kind of greenish. Somewhat interesting specimen. And here we have copper. Bright and shiny copper. It doesn't stay that way, as anyone who's looked at the Statue of Liberty could tell you. This is called fluorite. Gypsum, variety selenite. Somewhat squared off. And here's good old hematite. It's kind of a rough appearance. This is called kyanite. This is lepidolite in quartz. This is microline, variety amazonite. And this is called muscovite, specifically fuchsite. This is pyrite, also known as fool's gold. And looking at this specimen, you can see why people might have mistaken it for real gold. Pyromorphite. I think stereoscopically this is one of the more interesting specimens. You can see the limitations of focus. It's difficult to get really good focus on a small specimen like this, especially when you're photographing it with a scanner. And here is quartz. Notice the numerous flattened surfaces on it. Rhodochrosite. Very nice pinkish to red color. And kind of interesting stereoscopically too. Rose quartz. It's more or less white with just a little bit of a reddish tinge, hence the name. Schorl, a rather dark mineral with squared off surfaces. Some dust from it fell onto the glass, and well, that's easily visible in this picture. Silver. It's a very tiny piece of silver, but it is silver nonetheless. Smithsonite. This specimen has a nice little cave that you can see into. Very interesting effect when you see it stereoscopically. Smoky quartz. The shape of this one makes it look like someone tried to make a pencil out of it. Sodalite. When this is seen as a flat picture, it looks like a fairly flat rock. But when you see it in 3D, stereoscopically, you can see its true shape. Stibnite. Sulfur. Topaz. Trona. Wavelite. This is one of the more interesting specimens from a stereoscopic point of view. Wolfenite. This somewhat chippy mineral actually has a very delicate structure, and it will crumble quite easily if you're not careful how you handle it.